The automotive capital of the world. We get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. This is the first carry for the rookie from Florida. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. Driving dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Lions will go on offense. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another one for Gibbs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Into traffic. Complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those changes.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Option design here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down.
It's the gain of 17 yards. First down, Eagles.
They've got a man in motion. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on third and long. Fits it through the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. On fourth down, Hurts. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down from the red zone. That's complete to Dobbins. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-0 lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They put a receiver in motion here left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say.
Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Lions getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Now on fourth down, A.J. Cole headed out to handle the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On first down, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Catch is made down the right sideline. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Tight end going in motion here. Hurts throwing again. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before going out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They've got first down from the 31. Hurts to throw. Hits his running back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
With the score, Lions 14, Eagles nothing.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now a pitch to Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
They'll try Gibbs again. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. The former soccer star, Brandon Aubrey, on now to attempt the field goal. The 27-yard look here.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Complete out to the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Hurts setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this one gets to the 33-yard. Stop. Give him 3 on that game. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. We've reached... First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Second and 1. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. They send a man in motion. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drop the lead back to 13.
Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Laporta. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and 4 coming up now. He's going to throw this one. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll go right side with Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this third down. Throwing from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Eagles trailing by 13. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.